Are you feeling as though everything that you're trying to do, all of the work that you're putting in, is not moving you ahead? No matter what you do, no matter how much you try, you just feel as though you may be, if treading water at best, or actually moving backward. And does it feel as though there is an unseen force that may be actively trying to prevent you from moving ahead? And does that make you feel like you want to quit? I completely understand. Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Marcia Martin, the Heart Healer. But instead of giving up, it is time for us to get up and get going. Absolutely. Throughout my career, every light worker, including myself, has had that conversation where they've said, wow, I really feel like I'm being attacked by the dark. I really don't think I can get ahead. I'm just not sure what else I can do. Or they'll come to me and say, oh, so and so is really being attacked by the dark. And it's so sad when these attacks happen. Well, even if that is true, what we need to remember is that you are the most important person in your life, and you are the most powerful person in your life. So, when you are saying things like, oh, I'm under attack, or my friend is under attack, and it's really terrible that we're under attack, what are you really doing? Well, first of all, the expectation that when you start shining your light, you're going to be under attack means that you are more likely to experience this. It means that you are more likely to begin engaging with some of these lower energetic energies. And the more that you focus on trying to avoid it, or the more that you talk about the fact that you're stuck, the more that you are manifesting this interaction, this belief system, this thing that you're not wanting. When you fear the inevitability of, gosh, if I get really powerful or really light, then I'm going to have to deal with the dark. Well, not only are you making your life absolutely miserable, but you will be forgetting to ask for help. Because when we get in these states where we feel attacked, we forget just how powerful we are and how powerful our helpers are. So, if you are experiencing struggling, you may be feeling defeated, as though you're not making any progress, and you're moving forward only to feel like you're being yanked back, you might ask yourself, are you under attack? And you may feel perfectly justified in saying, oh my gosh, yes, I know I'm being attacked. However, instead of answering yes or no, I want you to ask yourself, why and what? Why is this happening? And what can I do about it? There's nothing wrong with when you feel like you're getting stuck or you just can't make any progress. You say to yourself, I feel like I may be under attack. Just acknowledge that something is not going right. Somehow you've stepped out of alignment with where you want to be. Acknowledge and then let it go. Immediately get into, why is this happening and what can I do about it? So, the first why we're going to ask ourselves is, why is this happening? And immediately, what am I doing to participate with this unwanted result? Remember, you are the power in your life. You must give permission before something can happen to you. So, what are you doing? Are you staying in the realm of limiting beliefs? Have you allowed your entire being to kind of go on snooze? Are you living in that unconscious state where you just allow anything and everything to happen to you? It's time for you to stand up for yourself, to remember who you are, to stop buying the party line. The party line might be, oh, well, you're not valuable, or, oh, this is the way it's always been, or, no, you're not good enough for that. Stop buying those lies. You're a child of the divine. You are perfect as you are. You are magnificent. There is nothing good that will be denied from you if you are willing to open your heart so you can receive it. So, it's time for you to gain a new appreciation for yourself. Respect all that you are and believe in all that you are and all that you are capable. Set new parameters, a new belief system. See the possibilities instead of living in that place where you see bad things as inevitable. They are not inevitable. No matter how many people have told you that that is true, that is a lie. You are powerful. The next why, about why is this happening to you, you ask is, what is creating this attack? Why is this happening to me and what is creating it? You becoming aware gives others less control. So while you are in this, there's nothing I can do, and I'm afraid to look at what's happening, and I just have to sit here because this is the way it's always been. This gives others permission to enter your energetic field and do whatever they feel like. You must become conscious and aware so that you can say, no, you are not welcome in my place of alignment. I am aligning with the divine truth. I am aligning with divine power. I am not welcoming you and your dark energies. Take your control back. If you think of this as though you're in a race, it's almost as if you are stopping before you're getting started. Or perhaps you're running the race and you're feeling really good. And then the minute you feel any kind of pushback, you say, oh, well, I guess I just wasn't supposed to win, or I'm just not good enough to be in this race. Stop giving ways and permission to those low energies to pull you down. It's not personal. They are not picking just on you. There's no reason to fear. You're powerful, and the more that you allow your vibration to be up in the high registers of love, joy, and peace, the less ability they will have to get a hold of you. There's no reason for you to stop. Keep running, push through, ask for help. No one and nothing is more powerful in your life than you. However, because you are the most powerful, you have the most responsibility for your life. If you are just sitting back and saying, well, I'm just going to let my life do whatever it wants to do, and I'll decide later whether that feels good, then you are going to open yourself up for a lot of interference from people and things and circumstances and low energies. Be present in your life. Be aware. Be a careful, clear, mindful participant so that you get to make healthy choices. So, I'm going to give you an example of the difference. Mass consciousness is keeping people in this belief system that some people are really valuable in society and other people just don't count. And you, as empathic beings, are going to bounce between those two poles. When you're helping somebody, you're going to feel really valuable. When you're just with yourself, you may have trouble really finding and feeling your value. And so you could be kind of unconsciously agreeing to some of these value systems that are being put out there. I want you to change that. I want you to see yourself as the beautiful being, powerful, beautiful, strong, and necessary being that you truly are. Otherwise, you're going to be shopping at a high-end department store with dollar store mentality. Mass consciousness sort of has dollar store mentality. Well, we got to get the best bargain. We got to get the best buy. There isn't that much money to go around. Well, I've got to take care of my resources. Change your thinking. Become the billionaire. You have access to unlimited amounts of energy. Energy can be anything you decide it should be. So pretend that your energy is money and assume billionaire status. Now, those marketers who are marketing to mass consciousness, the dollar store mentality, are not going to be interested in you if you are holding your billionaire mentality. They know you're not going to come shop at their dollar store, so they're going to stop paying attention to you, and they won't have any interest in putting roadblocks in your way because you're too powerful for them to interact with. They won't get you to change. And there are all these dollar store shoppers that are running around with limited idea of their energy and believe that they have to take less in order to get by. Those are the people that they would rather interact with, because anytime we go in the lower registers, you start interacting with energies like laziness and fear, negativity, and shame. So if you are seeing yourself as you truly are, if that luminescent light of love that is here to change the world, you will be holding your billionaire energy, and you are not going to be interesting to those lower energies. When you are holding dollar store thoughts and dollar store energy, you tell yourself limiting beliefs like, I have to shop at the dollar store. I don't have any choices. I'm stuck. And, oh, this is really bad. The dark love that kind of energy because they know if they can keep you in that place, that low vibrational place, they win. When you change your energy from dollar store shopper to billionaire shopper, you say, I'm special. And yes, you are special. Every single being in this planet has the ability to see themselves as they truly are, and that is a special divine being. Unfortunately, only a few people are actually going to step up to the plate and recognize that they are special. So be the one that says yes. That billionaire mind also says, well, I have more than enough. I don't need to shop at the dollar store. I have more than enough. And if I do want to go to the dollar store, I can. I'm not limited. I have unlimited choices. And that billionaire mind may also say, oh, I always win. I always find a way. I know how to prosper, to tether myself to that prosperity stream. So how are you going to defeat the dark? You're going to stop listening to any voice that's not in alignment with your highest good. Highest good will never say you should struggle, you should starve, you should give up what you have so someone else has something. Highest good says there is more than enough for all. No one needs to go without. No one needs to be left behind. No one is unworthy. Stop being part of mass consciousness and be a divine child of God. Be your best. That means you've got to stop listening to that voice when it says, "Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, this is hard. Oh, I'm under attack." Those phrases cannot come out of your mouth. They can't be running around in your head. If you want to make progress, if you want to be in alignment with your truth, those phrases are going to keep you down. They're going to make it really difficult for you to achieve. Get the billionaire attitude instead. I'm special. I always have help. I have more than enough. Now, if you are sitting in your $1 billion mansion, are you going to be cleaning that whole thing by yourself? Probably not. You probably have plenty of help. Well, because you are a $1 billion child of the divine, you too have incredible, wonderful, beautiful help. The entire energetic realm is filled with helpers that are 100% in alignment with the divine. They are pure white light. They are unconditional love and acceptance. And it is their greatest joy to help you succeed. So we don't have to lie to ourselves saying, "Ooh, I have $1 billion energy." It is true. The successful way out of mass mind is to go within. Just let go of that whole chatterbox that is society. Mass mind is negative, pessimistic. Gosh, it's oftentimes fatalistic and easily sabotaged if you are listening to what everybody else is saying and you are around people who are not aware that they are divine beings and have a choice. You can easily get pulled down. Mass consciousness holds a low vibration, which makes you easy and vulnerable to attack. You're where that low vibrational, all those energies that hang out down there, you're where they can reach. They don't have to reach up high to get the billionaire. You're sitting right down here, right at the bottom, feeling sorry for yourself, feeling like there's nothing you can do, believing you're not powerful, sure that nothing is going to work out. They just have to go a little bit and they've got hold of your energy and they can start manipulating you from that place. They can scare you and keep you safe. And it's hard to change when you believe change is impossible, or when you are looking at what's happening around you or to you, and that's all that you're willing to see. You are going to have to really expand yourself. So, what can you do and how can you do it? Well, acknowledge, whoa, it feels like I'm under attack. If you ignore it, if you try to pretend that life is great when it's not going well, you're going to end up splitting your energy. So, whoa, things are not going the way that I want them to at this moment. Acknowledge and immediately. Now you have to get in the other lane. Get in the lane of there's always something I can do. If you don't acknowledge it, you're going to feel like you've been lied to. You are in a gaslighting relationship with yourself. And it's going to dilute your focus because your mind is constantly going to go over to that other place. Oh, yeah, I'm sure I'm under attack. Just admit it. Hey, things aren't going the way that I want to. I've allowed myself to get out of alignment with my divine source. And now I've got some stuff coming down the pike that I really don't want. So, what can I do about it? First thing you have to know is recognize what is, no hiding. Hiding says, oh, I'm scared. And scared people don't take inspired action. You're going to take frightened action. You're going to not think it through, and you're going to end up putting yourself deeper in instead of on the way out. So once you see everything that you're going through, you reach out for assistance. You have energetic helpers. Absolutely everyone has energetic helpers, whether they are aware of them or not. However, free will says you must ask for the help. They will not interfere because then you would be a puppet and not a free will being. So you got to get into your quiet mode, whatever form of meditation, prayer, however you get into the heart space. Go into that place of unlimited expanse. Take that breath. Focus on this heart center and allow yourself to connect. Clear the problem. You've acknowledged what it is. So the problem is right here with you. You're in the heart. You see it. I'm going to clear it. I no longer want this problem to be part of my energetic field. Then wait for guidance on how you're going to move forward in the physical world. And most important, because there is always the delay between when you release the energy and when you receive the guidance and you start to see evidence in the physical world, you must ask for confirmation. Even if you get the directions immediately because you're really good at listening, there will still be a delay in the physical world. So during that waiting period, ask for confirmation so you will keep strong in your quest. Keep your vibration high. This means you must focus on everything that's right. Imagine that your vibration is like a 2-lane highway. So there's one lane going this way, and there's one lane going this way. In between, there is a concrete divider. You cannot cross between the 2 lanes. Let's have them go this way instead of up and down. So as though you're in your physical world. So if you are headed toward your solution, you are going down the road like this. But every time you start thinking about the problem, you are putting yourself into the problem lane. But because there's a concrete divider, you can't switch lanes easily. What you do is you're starting on your solution. Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Then you get worried and you crash into the concrete bunker, that divider, and you have a complete crash and burn. Then you say, oh, I knew it wasn't going to work out. No, no, no. You must stay in the solution lane of the highway. The problem came to you because you were focused on problems. Get into the solution lane and stay there. And if you feel yourself starting to wobble, call on your angel support. Ask for more confirmation. Spend time in your heart space, clearing and clearing and clearing until you can keep your vibration high. Go out to a playground where there are children playing, and you will forget all the sadness in the world. Just drink in their joy. The problem lane won't bring you to the solution. The problem lane can only bring you more problems. You can refuse to entertain that lane. You can cut that lane off and say, nope, I'm not going to let you come anywhere near my energy. But if you keep driving down the problem lane, you are saying, yes, I want to receive more of this. If you are driving down the solution lane, you are saying, oh, I know everything's going to work out for me. I'm just going to stay in this place of guidance and I'm going to move forward, trusting that the divine love me so much that they will guide me on my journey and that I am not alone. I have all of this angelic support that will help me. The solution lane is always going to lead you toward help. That problem lane is just going to bring more challenges. So keep focused on the attack, on what's wrong, on how you're failing, on how hard you're trying. Oh, you are just taking a journey in the problem lane. As long as you keep yourself focused on what you are able to receive and all of the guidance and all of the beautiful synchronicities that are happening in your life because you are calling for and focusing upon confirmation, then you're just going to see wonderful things open up for you. If you're looking over your shoulder, you're just waiting for an attack and you are living in the problem lane. So be very careful about how you are talking about your situation. You are putting yourself in the problem lane when you are talking about how bad it is, how difficult your problem is to overcome, how you don't have the resources, why it's so unfair, and why it really is someone else's fault that you ended up here in the first place. This is you saying, I'll only ever be a dollar store shopper. You are solution focused, billionaire mind worthy when you say to yourself instead, oh, things always work out for me. I am so excited to receive this guidance. I am so grateful that I have all these energetic helpers. And yeah, hey, this is a challenge, but I always have more than enough. And that includes answers. So I have more than enough answers for this problem. I don't need to focus on the problem. I am going to be excited and delighted about the wonderful things that are coming to me. So, how are you going to get into and then stay in solution lane? If you're not feeling any of those statements that I just said a few moments ago, how are you going to get there? Remember, you are the most powerful person in your life. So you get to decide what you'll accept. If someone is trying to feed you limiting beliefs and unnecessary, nasty situations, you decide, hey, that's not okay with me. I'm not going to allow my energy to line up with this is all there is, or this is the best that I can expect. You instead say, I am a child of the divine. Everything always works out for me. And I am looking for the highest good in this situation. Now, hold on to that decision. No wobble. If you start wobbling, you're crashing yourself into the concrete barrier. If you do wobble, please don't respond to yourself with shame and blame. Instead, give yourself a hug. Okay, we're getting there. I'm really proud of you for recognizing that you were starting to derail yourself. This is great. We're going to call on our angel helpers to make it even easier. And I'm so proud of you. holding the decision to see what is wanted, holding the vibration of what is wanted, and letting go of what isn't wanted. Hold what is wanted in its complete form. So you don't want to see yourself taking the journey. You want to see yourself already there. Don't worry about the steps. The divine will help you, guide you along the steps. The steps will come as you need them. You just hold the completed picture of what you want. And if you're not sure, then say, I want this or something better, whatever is for my highest good. Don't be afraid to really open yourself up to good. Make sure that you do this daily. You can't, every once a year, I'm going to really set my goals and just forget about them. A daily commitment to getting your energetic vibration in alignment with the divine and with your goals. It's going to feel maybe a little strange and maybe a little uncomfortable in the beginning. Keep going. Hi, my beautiful Evan. Just in time. The more that you practice, the more that you hold this vibration, the more that you commit to yourself that you are worthy, the more that you recognize all that you are, the easier it will be for you to stay in the solution lane where you are actively being guided by God, and you will have less crashes into that concrete barrier and absolutely no time spent in problem lane. Problem lane is something that you are agreeing to and that you are creating through your agreement. Solution lane is something that you create with the divine. Solution lane you cannot do by yourself. Problem lane you can do by yourself when you allow yourself to agree to limitations and to the inevitable doom outcome. So go within daily. That's going to raise your vibe. It's going to help you stay in solution lane. It will make you less vulnerable, less interesting, and it will allow you to hold that $1 billion mindset. Don't be a dollar store shopper. The dollar store shopper is convinced they must shop there to get the bargain in order to make it through to their next paycheck. The billionaire, and energy is money, and money is energy. So you are all billionaires. The billionaire just shops wherever they want to and buys whatever they want to because they believe they have more than enough. Since money is energy and energy is everywhere, and you can be in alignment with energy that is absolutely overflowing, you are a billionaire. Stop limiting yourself. Now, this doesn't mean you go out and foolishly spend money. It's not about spending money. It's about understanding that you are not limited. And honestly, the more that you align with your energetic vibration, the less interest owning physical objects is going to have for you. You will still want to be comfortable. You will still perhaps want luxury around you, but just acquiring things to acquire them is not going to feel very interesting because you know that you are unlimited. So it's not necessary to clutter your personal space with a lot of stuff. You already have the energy of everything around you. And you may find that you're getting pickier and pickier about what it is that you want to purchase. But in the beginning, when it still feels like, oh, wow, I need these things in order to make myself really feel powerful, Don't go on a shopping spree because you think that's going to give you billionaire mind. Acquire billionaire mind first, and then be discerning in your purchases because you're in alignment with the divine. Remember Thomas Edison created the light bulb? Well, you may not know that once he finally had a functioning light bulb, he went out to give a press conference. And one of the reporters said to him, "So, how does it feel to have failed 99 times?" Because he didn't get a functioning light bulb until he had tried 100 times. And his reply, no snarky, no going down in the dirt, no how dare you. His reply was simply, I never failed. I simply learned 99 ways not to create a light bulb. It may take you 99 tries. It may take you 99,000 tries before you get to the place where you are really able to manifest what you desire and hold yourself in the solution lane. Don't give up. Instead, call on support. Call on the energetic realm for your support. And as always, I have two helpers that want to be here with you because they believe in you more than you believe in you. And Evan says to write down on an index card, I am, or you may want to write, I am enough. Excellent. Yes. Don't expect that you're going to remember all of this tomorrow or that you can just go on vacation and expect that your subconscious mind has got this all absorbed. If you are 20, and I am not anywhere close to 20, so I have a lot more years of practice than you, but let's just say you're 20 years old. You have 20 years of programming from your family, from society, from mass consciousness. And it's generally not, hey, you're amazing. It is usually, well, you're not enough. You must override that awareness, that limitation. Get into your heart space, clear that limiting belief and that negative emotion, and replace it with I am statements, just like Evan suggested. Evan also says, I take a $20, $50, or $100 bill, fold it up in my wallet, and window shop, but never spend it. Yes, that's another great thing. And I really think you're going to find if you give yourself permission to have everything you want because you're a billionaire, you'll want less and less and less. Because the more stuff you have, the more energy you have to put into taking care of it or dealing with it. And when you are really tuned in to that energy of allowing, you want to be light and free and clear and in that high vibrational space. You don't want a lot of extraneous things pulling you down. So, as I said, you may find yourself becoming very picky about what you're spending your money on. But the difference is you're not going to feel as though you're on a budget. You're going to feel as though you can have anything and you want this thing. You choose this instead of, oh, I can only shop at the dollar store. If you find yourself feeling as though you can only shop at the dollar store, it's time to go in, do a deep clearing, and fill yourself with that I am truth. I am more than enough. I am a child of the divine. I am loved, supported, safe. And Evan says, oh, that's true. Evan has said physical items also hold energy. So, how much stuff do you want to deal with? That does not mean that you have to live, what's it called? Um, that more Spartan life that some people, oh, minimalist. Doesn't mean you have to be a minimalist. I am in no way, shape, or form a minimalist. I've just gotten really focused on what I do want, but I want to make sure that I have the books that I need for the information that I want to gather for all of you, that I have the writing material or whatever I need in order to perform at my highest ability. I want to have with me. Minimalist wouldn't do that for me. If it does for you, great. Just have around you those things that are meaningful to you rather than meaningful to society or to impress someone else. Now, let's get on to those helpers that I promised you. But before we do, one more reminder. Remember, you have the power. You are the most powerful person in your life. You choose where you're going to put your energy. If you're choosing to put your energy in the highest elevation, you are saying, I am going to interact with everything that's right. I am going to see, feel, think, touch, be, and involve myself with everything that is right. If you are choosing to involve yourself with that low vibration, then you have placed your focus on everything that's wrong, and you are actively calling what's wrong to you, and you can expect that you're going to be dealing with what's wrong pretty quickly, and it's not going to be pleasant. Just so you know, take it from somebody who spent a really long time not understanding that I had any power. And in my space of powerlessness, I called to me unending troubles and difficulties because I didn't know that I didn't have to receive that. So I was busy telling myself with my limited belief, oh, this is the best that I can expect, or I deserve this, or of course I would get this. Everything else is going wrong. I added layer upon layer upon layer of difficulty to myself because I didn't know I had a choice. I didn't see myself as powerful, and I didn't know that I could make a choice to be powerful. So please make that choice. And remember to measure your progress. These are journeys that we are going on. They are not day trips. They are lifetime journeys of growth. So measure your progress, not by whether you win or lose. You are going to lose more battles than you win. You're going to discover more ways not to do something than you are ways to do something. You're going to feel like you're starting over probably more times than you thought you would ever have to. And you might even have more discouragement than you believed that you were going to. It doesn't matter. Remember Thomas Edison. 99 times he was unable to get the result that he wanted to get. If he had given up at time 99, we would have no light bulbs. Keep going, no matter how long it takes. So, it's not, did I win today or did I lose today? How do I feel today about my alignment? Am I in my high place where I'm able to receive guidance? Am I on my solution highway, or am I creating problems for myself? You can ask yourself these things. Am I stronger? Do I feel more confident, wiser, more capable, more resilient? The ways we know we are making progress is that we are better able to handle a challenge today than we were in the past. You don't know because all challenges have ceased, because that's not realistic and that is not going to happen until you transition from this world into the next. You are going to keep interacting with challenges. So don't say, if you're in a lull period where we all have challenge, lull, in that lull period is not an indicator that you are doing better than you were in the challenge. You may have been at optimal performance in the challenge and have experienced maximum growth. Good for you. When that next challenge comes, it doesn't mean that you're a failure. It means you are ready to grow yet again. And please ask yourself, am I identifying in this situation as a victim or a victor? For all those years, I believed myself to be a victim. I never tried to move out of that space. I just tried to be the best victim I could be. I tried to put on a good face, to be long suffering, to endure without complaining. But I never tried to be victorious. I never believed I was powerful. It wasn't until I was so far down and desperate that I was able to open to the help that had been waiting for me all of the time. Now, those two helpers that I promised you today, Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel. I love the fact that God loves us so much that he has addressed every single need that we could have while we are here in our physical bodies. But remember that the angels' names mean how they are similar to God or in what God capacity they are acting. Archangel Michael's name, he who is like God. Archangel Michael is the supreme protector. He holds in his hand a powerful sword of truth that has the purpose of separating you from your negativity and the products that negativity has created. This means that God wants you to let go of that negativity. His name means he who is like God. God is saying, separate from that negativity, open to my guidance so that you can live a much more delightful life than the one that you are creating for yourself if you allow yourself to be a victim. And then we have Archangel Uriel, the fire of God. God is so supportive in you moving forward that he has created this cleansing fire of Archangel Uriel that will allow you to transform your negativity. So Archangel Michael is separating you from it. Archangel Uriel is helping you transform that negative into a positive, but neither of them can do it without you. If you insist nothing is going right and nothing will change, you will be correct. If you say, oh, everything always works out for me. I am more than enough. I am so excited about all the wonderful things that are coming my way. You will also be correct. I have been both of those people. I'm still the same person. The only thing that changed was my attitude. After I was able to understand that I had a choice, I educated myself on what was possible. But the minute I changed my attitude from, oh, everything's always going wrong, to everything is always working out for me, I moved from victim to victor. Change your attitude. Allow yourself to receive guidance Don't expect it to happen overnight. There's always a time lag between when you are successful at changing things in the energetic and when you see the result in the physical. So ask for confirmation to help you stay the course. But know that you are worthy and that God desires you to be successful and to have the desires of your heart. So, with that said, I am going to share with you there we go, a couple of things that I want to offer you. Join our mailing list. You may not realize all of the ways in which you are being resistant to angelic help. Join the mailing list, you'll get a free ebook. If you want tools and techniques and you want to be part of a supportive community, join our Patreon group, My Heart's Desire. It's $11.11. This is the self-study portion. If you want to be part of the group counseling, that's more, but that's an option for you as well. And also, join our Facebook group, Healing Hearts, and you will be inspired every day. Again, it's your choice. You are in charge, and there is nothing and no one that can hurt you without your permission. Yes, you can experience some tough things, but if you are experiencing these tough things, you have given yourself permission on some level. Rescind the permission. Now, let's remember though, we do have life journeys and life plans that are in progress. So, things like, let's say, an illness that a person ends up transitioning because of. Well, if their journey was to discover how to grow while interacting with the illness, then they are not going to receive healing because they've given themselves permission to experience the disease. And that is more important for their life journey than healing from the disease. So let's be mindful that you have a life plan in action that you're not going to override because it's bringing you more than you could get without having that challenge. So, challenge doesn't mean bad. Challenge just means growth. All right, my beautiful beings. Thank you all for being here. Evan, I noticed you said something. Oh, no. Nope. That's still you saying physical items hold energy. So, with that being said, get out of the dollar store and become billionaires right now. Thanks, everyone. Sending you all my love.